but so proudly wave at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening and welcome to the Bluegrass Truck Series here. As tonight's race, the outcome of it will set the Final Four next week at Phoenix. You know, the points, they're everything to these drivers as qualifying has just gone up. And let's see here. Let's take a look. Well, don't know why I did time and scoring, but that's kind of disappeared again. That's kind of odd. But anyway, qualifying, Sean Kaiser top the board, Peyton Hubbard, Joe Covert, Barrett Morton, and Taylor Peacock round out your top 5, 150 laps. Your stage break on lap number 60. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. There's the timer. Timer now on the board. Oh, this timer thing gonna drive me crazy. But anyway, top of the charts going in tonight, still Joe Covert with 6 wins on the season, 3 poles, 10 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. Peyton Hubbard comes in second in tonight with 4 wins, 4 poles, 12 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. And then Sean Kaiser third in the point standings with 2 wins on the season, 10 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. Coming in fifth in the point standing, or fourth in the point standings, Barrett Morton in 9. With 9 top 5s, 11 top 10s here. Lucas Lyons in that 5th position with 1 win on the season with 5 top 5s and 9 top 10s. Wes Wiggin 7th in the point standings with 5 top 5s and 11 top 10s. And the 8th driver trying to make his way into the show at Phoenix, Bobby Hall Jr. with 4 top 5s and 10 top 10s here. So that is your top 8 trying to make it into the championship 4 for next week here at Phoenix. Again, we're at Martinsville. 150 laps of distance. Sean Kaiser on top of the board with Peyton Hubbard, Joe Colbert, Barrett Morton, Taylor Peacock, Alex Healy, Sean Kostritza, Daniel Worthington, and Cody Anderson, and Wes Wiggin round out your top 10. Then you got Brian Terry, Ron Morris Jr., Ed Osborne, Lucas Lyons, and David Brackett rounds out your top 15. Fernando Takahashi is 16th. Then you have Alan Durango, Drew Parole, Cody Verrill, Michael Cole, and Bobby Hall Jr. down there. With just a little above, a little less than 2 minutes left of qualifying here. Alex Robinson be joining me shortly. Just got home from work. There's Bobby Hall, making his way onto the racing surface in the Earl Shop. Flex Motorsports truck number 99 is Bobby Hall Jr. Nice looking truck that 94 is. He's going to have to make some valuable points up here tonight if he wants to make it into Championship 4. Laps are going to go in a hurry tonight, especially the stage break being on lap number 60. First lap for Bobby Hall Jr. is 11th quick in the 94 machine. Coming around to complete lap number 2. Let's see if he can improve. He goes to 9th quick. Next driver making his way onto the race surface in car number 91. It's Michael Cole. Michael Cole, car number 91. First lap for Michael Cole puts him 12th quick. Running right against the inside there, next to the little rumble strips, as he heads into turn number 3. And he's not going to be able to play his second lap, so that's going to do it for qualifying. And here is tonight's starting lineup. And on the pole will be Sean Kaiser and Peyton Hubbard. Row number 2 will be Joe Colbert and Barrett Morton. Row number 3 will be Taylor Peacock and Alex Healy. Row number 4 will be Sean Kostritza and Daniel Worthington. Row number 5 will be Bobby Hall Jr. and Cody Anderson. Row number 6 will be Wes Wiggin and Michael Cole. Row number 7 will be Brian Terry and Ron Morris Jr. Row number 8 will be Ed Osborne and Lucas Lyons. Row number 9 will be David Brackett and Fernando Takahashi. Then row number 10 will be Drew Parole and Alan Durango. Cody Verrill rounding out your field here tonight with 21 drivers signed up for tonight's race here at Martinsville. Again, lap 60 is the stage break for the Truck Series. The top 10 get some valuable points, especially if they're already in the top 8. Trying to make it to the final round of 4 next week at Phoenix. Bobby Hall Jr. is 55 points behind the leader. So basically, probably tonight, he's going to need a win and you're in kind of situation. The pace car rolls off. All right, the one to go signal this time by will go green next time at the line. Sean Kaiser. Your pole sitter here tonight in that number 24 machine. All right, the pace car looking to pull down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rise to your feet. Choose your favorite driver, because it's the stars and the cars of the Bluegrass Truck Series as we're going green flag racing here at Martinsville. Green flag is out. Good start there for your front row. Peyton Hubbard got a little loose on that start at the flag stand. And we got caution already. Mayhem happening on the front stretch. It did not take long, that's for sure. Jonah Cobert in that 31 machine. Barrett Morton, we'll see what happens. He gets kind of loose on the start, spins his tires. The 81, Taylor Peacock gets into him. He gets into Barrett Morton. Parking lot on the front straightaway. Used car parts going on down there, the auction. Get you a car for next season with Bluegrass. Well, some drivers already down pit road. Sean Kostritza and Jonah Cobert coming down pit road. So is Alex Healy. Barrett Morton was some damage in at number 9. You know, at least it's Martinsville short track. The damage ain't going to mean too much to these drivers. You're going to see, you know, maybe as many failures. Like maybe your truck overheating or so to say. A lot of drivers down pit road. Alex Healy, Brian Terry, Jonah Cobert, Sean Kostritza, Drew Perot, David Brackett, all down pit road. Sean Kaiser is listed as race leader. Peyton Hubbard is in second. Taylor Peacock, after getting involved, you see the damage on the right-hand side of that door. The 91 coming down pit road. Michael Cole. So Bailey on the first lap at the start-finish line with Jonah Cobert spinning his tires. Taylor Peacock had nowhere to go but in the back of him. It's caused him getting to Barrett Morton, spinning Morton around. Couple drivers already lapped out. Lights are out. We're going to try this one more time. 5 laps are in the books to go back. Green 6 to be in the books. Pace car making his way in. Coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Good start there for Sean Kaiser as he leads the field into turn number 1. Now leaves a second spot there as the 99. He will take it. Peacock in that third spot. Then you got Daniel Worthington, Wes Wiggin rounding out your top 5. Look at the 25 of Lucas Lyons trying to work the outside. So is Alex Healy and Alan Duranco a little further back. Lucas Lyons running that 8th position. He's trying to get around Ron Morse Jr. And directly behind him in that 9th spot is Cody Anderson as Alex Healy is battling with Ed Osborne for that 10th spot. Osborne has it. He lets off. That allows Healy to take it. But now look at Lucas Lyons to the inside of Ron Morse Jr. He will have that 7th spot at the line. Meanwhile, up front, Sean Kaiser continues to lead here. Peyton Hubbard is second. Peacock, Worthington, and Wiggins still rounds out your top 5. As they head in turn number 1, 9 laps are in the books. Four drivers a lap down. As they come out turn number 4, down the first straightaway. 10 laps now in the books. Caution on the raceway for Wes Wiggin. Take a look at your NLRA instant replay. Wes Wiggin right there running in 5th. Hits the rumble strips and the back just comes around. Bringing out your second caution of the night. So your top 5 look like this. Kaiser, Hubbard, Peacock, Worthington, Bobby Hall Jr. now in that 5th spot. Really, you know, Colbert's 55 points ahead. You know, he's going to be in the Final 4. So that 94 machine knows he pretty much has to win it. Barrett Morton was sitting 4th in the point standings. $26 points ahead of Bobby Hall Jr. So Healy and Morton and Terry back down pit road. The 46 of Sean Kostritza gets the wave around. And all this is happening on lap number 13. Kaiser Hubbard, Peacock Worthington, and Bobby Hall Jr., Lucas Lyons, Rod Morris Jr., Cody Anderson, Ed Osborne, and Cody Verrill round out your top 10 here with a Bluegrass Truck Series. Lights stay on the pace. We'll go around one more time. There's another group of trucks coming down. You see Sean Kostritza coming down. Try to get some of that damage repaired from the first caution. Meanwhile, your leader's heading into turn number 3. Light should be going out this time by. And they are. Thanks, Charlene, for tuning in, and Kayla. Restart happened on lap number 17. Pace car pulls in. We're fixing to go back to green flag racing as the drivers are racked and stacked. Coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. They got a bunch up there a little in the back, but they get it going. Guys are back to the race lead with Peyton Hubbard. Oh, Daniel Worthington sideways out of turn number 2. Take a look at it. The 25 of Lucas Lyons gets in the back of him, spins him sideways. That means throw a caution because it could have been a big one. We all know how these drivers are heavy on the gas pedal, especially if a car's spinning. Word 2 going to make his way back down pit road along with Alex Healy, Sean Kostritza, and Barrett Morton. They come down each time, try and get some of that damage repaired each time. Watch it on the YouTube side of things. Make sure to hit that thumbs up or thumbs down button. And make sure to tell us where you're watching from in the chat. Hello, Lisa. As we're on our third caution of the night. And we're on lap number 20. That tells you it's going to be a wild one here. So if you're banking on a win, Alex Robinson, that might be a bad idea.
I'm like, ooh, are we working right from the get-go?
Yeah, you're working.
Heck yeah, Steve. That's what I like to hear. Fighting allergies and a sore throat and everything else in between.
Well, I did this thing over the night. And, you know, I was having to say problems, couldn't breathe. You know, I was like congested. Using my updraft machine. And last night it clicked in my head, you know what? I said, you know what, you idiot? And I answered myself, I said, what's that? Quit smoking. So guess what I did today?
Oh, Steve.
I haven't smoked.
Oh, boy. So, Steve, what did I miss?
Well, you missed 3 cautions in the first 20 laps, and we're fixing to go back to green. And it's fixing to be your favorite time of the night.
Oh, thank God I came at the right time.
Charlene says hello, Alex. Lisa says hello, Alex.
I get greeted right away. Steve, I feel special. I forget. I always forget where these pace cars pull in. But there they pull in. And Geico restart. I can't. Oh, there it is. So now we're at the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. Oh, boy. Steve?
Uh-huh.
So I've also come to the conclusion that this race could go very quickly or very long because it's short track racing and it's Martinsville.
Martinsville short track racing at its finest right now. You look at the battle of Rod Morris or Bobby Hall Jr. Lucas Lyons. Lucas Lyons to the inside. They hit into turn number 1. Hall trying to keep it out there. Actually, he's going to lose the spot. Now he's going to look underneath. Crossover move. A block there by Lucas Lyons down the back straightaway. Bobby Hall had to check up. Now that allows the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. stick his nose underneath Bobby Hall. And you know what, Alex? Basically, right now, Bobby Hall Jr. has to be a win in your in kind of situation, sitting 55 points out.
Oh, yeah. You know, last week was not... It was kind of a week to forget for Bobby Hall Jr. Not what he wanted to do. But, again, like you said, it's when you're in. And the issue on the table with that is there is a lot of competition in this truck field. Definitely.
A lot of drivers got damage on the opening lap at the start-finish line when our first caution got thrown. When, look at Joe Cobert, he's sitting there in 21st position when he started in 3rd spot, spun his tires, got in his teammate, and Barrett Morton spun him around. Damage to both of those drivers. But Barrett Morton was able to stay on the lead lap as Jono Cobert a lap down. Now look at Taylor Peacock now closing in on your top 2. Peacock in that third spot. Lucas Lyons sitting in fourth. Bobby Hall Jr. rounds out your top five. Looking a little further back, got Ron Morse Jr., Cody Anderson, Cody Verrill, Alan Duranco, and Fernando Takahashi. Now look, 8th, 9th, and 10th. 8th, Cody Verrill up 14 spots in 8th position. Alan Duranco up 11 spots in 9th. And how about Fernando Takahashi takes over 9th, and he's up 9 spots. Oh, that looked a little dangerous there. Saw a glimpse of 25 go 3 wide.
Steve, I don't like this. This is a little too early to be doing stuff like this. When's the stage break?
Lap number 60.
Yeah,
halfway.
So this is way too early to be doing.
Why not?
Like this.
Look at the breakaway the top two has, because compared to Taylor Peacock running that third position. Rod Morris Jr. in fourth, up 10 spots to 113 of Daniel Worthington, involved in that last caution, a lap down in between third and fourth spot there.
But Steve, I'll tell you what, are we let's be honest here, are we surprised that 99 machine is up front
Oh no.
at short tracks? I mean, we all remember Darlington. That man had the strategy of the century, just happened to
Definitely he
play
did.
out.
But there's your top two right there across the start finish line. 32 laps in the books. There's Taylor Peacock. Ron Morris Jr. right behind a 113. And then Bobby Hall Jr. with some rear end damage there to that truck. The truck looks sharp, Alex, that 94 truck. Looks clean.
Yes, it does. Will it stay clean? Is the real question.
Cody Anderson right there running in 6th spot, up 4 spots at the start of the race. As Cody Verrill looks to the inside of Anderson. Verrill is not done trying to gain these positions. And Fernando Takahashi right behind Cody Verrill. Alan Duranco in 9th, and Wes Wiggin has made his way into the top 10 with a 13 of Brian Terry, currently sitting in 11th spot.
So. Okay. No, I was looking at pits wise. There's not many people pitted during those cautions, which I'm.
No, a lot did.
A
lot did.
Well, it's just not telling me that they pitted.
Because you kind of joined after.
I don't know. Steve, I don't know.
But there's the battle going on with your top two. As Kaiser continues to lead out of turn number 4 down the straightaway. 37 laps now in the books. Taylor Peacock in that 3rd spot there. There's a battle going on with Cody Verrill and Ron Morse Jr. Give Cody Verrill that 6th spot. Now up 16 spots, Alex, at the start of the race.
Yeah, so Verrill looking very good in that 6th spot. And Steve, I've come to the conclusion that wherever Cody Anderson is, Cody Verrill's right there. Those two just don't want to stay away from each other.
Well, it's C's. A pair of C's. Sean Kaiser continued to lead with Peyton Hubbard. There is the 81 of Taylor Peacock doing a good job. He has the 113 of Daniel Worthington, lap down between him and Bobby Hall Jr. Cody Anderson still right there in your top 5. Cody Verrill sitting at 6th position. As you see him coming off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, Alex. Oh, I think I see one sideways. That was the 46 of Sean Kostritza, and he saves it.
Steve, this race is going to be quite interesting.
Well, I'll tell you this, it looked like the 46 did have some help coming out turn number 2 there. A little less than 20 laps to go, Alex, until stage break. Peyton Hubbard around about 3 car lengths behind the race leader, Sean Kaiser. A little further back, see Drew Perot in the 80 and Ed Osborne. There's Alex Healy currently running at 14th. He's lost 8 spots to the start of the race. Barrett Morton involved in that first caution. Lost 12 spots, currently running at 16th. You see him going down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, we're complete lap number 45 here. 15 laps to go, Alex. As there is Lucas Lyons battling to stay on lead lap. He's lost that lap, so Lucas Lyons now a lap down on the short bus.
Yeah.
Alex, you ever been on a short bus?
Sadly. I bowled, Steve. There wasn't many of us, so we weren't allowed to have a big bus.
Oh, gotcha.
We were apparently special. The school said we're not allowed.
As you look at 94, Bobby Hall Jeter getting around Lucas Lyons. There's Taylor Peacock there. Peyton Hubbard's closing the gap a little bit. As we said at the beginning of the broadcast, these stage points are going to be valuable for the top 10. Especially if you're in the top 8, Alex.
Yeah. Oh boy. Steve, this is going to be fun.
Right now, they're pretty much single filed out. And I expect it to be haywire the last laps of this race, Alex.
Yes. But I think the guys finally figured out that it's a little too early to be causing a bunch of chaos. Because Steve, we're now at we have about 100 laps to go.
Well, coming to 10 laps. Coming to 10 laps to go.
Steve, oh boy, I am way behind. Steve, are we on lap 51 now?
We are.
Okay, because the way my screen looks, I thought it said 61, and I was really confused on how I missed 10 laps.
Well, 3 cautions in the first 20 laps. The drivers have kind of calmed down now. In the last 40, it seemed to have flown by. There's the 88 West Wing, currently sitting in 9th position. Alan Duranko up 12 spots, sitting in 8th. And there's Fernando Takahashi. He's up 11 spots in that 7th position. Another driver trying to stay on the lead lap is that 46 truck of Sean Kostritza, as the leaders are coming in a hurry. Sean Kaiser, your race leader, started on the pole, currently running in first. With Peyton Hubbard, who started second, currently running in second. 6 laps to go until stage break.
So
Alex, you got some Blue Emu?
I've heard of Blue Emu, but isn't that the people who dropped Bubba Wallace a sponsorship after they dropped a sponsorship after he rage quit iRacing?
Oh no, but Blue Emu knows that pain relief.
Yep, I think they are the ones that dropped Bubba after rage quit on iRacing.
Well, Sean Kaiser goes a lap down. There you see Blue Emu right there, Alex, on the safer barrier wall, all the way down. As we're on lap number 58, 57 laps are in the books here. Sean Kaiser continues to lead with Peyton Hubbard in second. Third is still the 80 Watt of Taylor Peacock. Right behind him is Bobby Hall Jr. to Flex Motorsports, truck number 94. Cody Anderson right there behind him with Cody Verrill. Fernando Takahashi, Wes Wiggin, Rob Morse Jr., and now Brian Terry's made his way in the top 10 in that number 13 machine. Having a good run here tonight. White flag will be waving. One more to go for Sean Kaiser. Down the back straightaway, Alex, into turn number 3.
Steve, Sean Kaiser going to win the stage. Peyton Hubbard in second. So again, Bobby Hall gets some stage points, Steve, which helps him out. But now it's time to get on the bus.
It
or
is
the horse, whatever you want to call it.
So
win.
Basically, you're saying stay off of Lucas Lyons, who's driving the short bus tonight.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, we're gonna go with that. Steve, you know what really stinks?
What?
One second. If, say you pit under green and you get a speeding penalty, Steve, that's going to cost you like 2 to 3 laps, if not more.
Definitely will. Now pit stops are happening. Sean Kaiser bringing the whole field down as Sean Constrictor stays out to get a lap back, and now he gets away around the pace vehicle. Let's see who comes off pit road first. Sean Kaiser there. He get right side tires. Left side's going up now. Oh, he's going to be the first on pit road, and so does the 81 of Taylor Peacock. Then you got Peyton Hubbard, Bobby Hall Jr. off pit road with Cody Anderson, Cody Verrill, Fernando Takahashi, Ron Morris Jr., and Brian Terry, your top 10 off of pit road.
So, I don't like short track racing.
So 60 laps, Alex. They made a pit stop. Your leader stayed out all 60 laps.
See, Steve, yeah, this is what makes my head hurt. Just now, short track racing makes my head hurt on pit strategy.
Is that it?
I don't know what the pit window is.
But I do know you have a Geico restart zone.
I do know that.
So you guys want some interesting news?
No,
Oh,
not
please.
really. What's that, Jason?
Based on the stage, the way they just currently finished, it's mathematically impossible for Sean Kaiser or Peyton Hubbard either to be eliminated. They should be able to make it into the Final Four based on gaining 10 and 9 points because they were already so many points ahead. That pretty much sealed their
So there's only one
positions in
spot
the Final
available.
Four next week.
So just one spot available.
Basically, one spot remaining. It's going to come down to Barrett Morton, Lucas Lyons, Alex Healy, Wes Wiggin, and whether or not Bobby Hall can win. So Barrett's still sitting pretty decently unless Wes can get a good finish and Barrett doesn't. Wes may be able to win his way in or point his way in, but he's going to have to finish about 14 spots ahead of him to get that fourth spot tonight.
All right. Sounds pretty good. As you look at the 24, back to the race lead, and we're back to green flag race On lap number 67, coming out turn number 2, down and back straightaway, goes see Taylor Peacock in that second spot with Peyton Hubbard in third. There's Bobby Hall Jr. still in fourth. As we said at the beginning of the race, he's going to have to win it to get in it. As Cody Verrill rounds out your top 5. Verrill in the 8 machine up 17 spots to start the race. Cody Anderson 6th. Fernando Takahashi in 7th. Brian Terry in 8th. And the Osborne Ron Morris Jr. Alex, you still awake?
I'm okay. That's my throat is just dying right now.
Oh. As you look, they
cough drops.
Oh.
Cough drops are up the stairs. So.
Ah, gotcha. There goes the pass for second going into turn number 1. Giving back to Peyton Hubbard as Taylor Peacock falls in that third position. Here comes Bobby Hall Jr. down to the inside of the 81 of Taylor Peacock. So, you know, as we said, a win and you're in for that 94. He definitely doesn't want the top 2 to walk away. That's for sure. Side by side for third in middle of 1 and 2. Out turn number 2. The 94 will start to inch forward. How about that? Thank you, Jason, for giving us some interesting facts there about the point standings. It's always good to have you on come in. Yes, I was kidding when I said no, I didn't want to hear no interesting news.
You know what's what
I thought he was going to say, did you know Carson Tucker, you know, it's no longer with Fox News. I thought he was going to tell us that.
Steve, Fox News and CNN are firing people left and right.
They are. They both lost someone over the weekend.
But I'm so ready for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the High Limits race on Flow Racing along with the Xfinity Series. Now look at this. Bobby Hall Jr. in third spot, but Cody Verrill's right there on his back door knocking, trying to get in as they head into the turn. Turn number 3. Cody Verrill right there up 18 spots at the start of the race. And let's do this. Alex, you have a question you want to ask Jason.
What?
Oh, I got a bone to pick with you.
No, not bones.
What's
It was you got a question. We ain't digging the graveyard up.
Did I have I didn't have a question.
Yes,
Oh yes, it was a question. Why did you do that and make me miss the Geico restart zone?
And that wasn't it. The
I
question,
forget what it was. I was just upset because that man made me miss the Geico restart zone.
he wanted to know pit strategy. Is there pit strategy here at Martinsville? That was his question.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a little bit of it if we get green flag runs, depending on whether or not they can actually run the next 74 laps green. They could probably, honestly, make it on one stop, if even. I think it's like 60 or something laps you can go on a tank, or 70 laps. So there might be one guy stretch it all the way, and then some might have to come and top off. So we'll see. But tires are going to be what they really want to come for. They're going to come get tires really before they need fuel.
See there, Alex.
See, Steve, I forgot about pit strategy because I just wanted to yell at him for making me miss Geico restart zone.
Oh, you have tomorrow night. Tell him, Jason.
And Wednesday.
And Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, did you not get my text?
No, that's the reason why you're here.
Gosh darn it, Steve McMillan.
You have
Read your phone.
No.
I know it's getting spicy with some of these guys in the mid-pack. There's a lot of bumping and shoving going on.
Jason, when are you going to tell them it's too early for that?
I told them to clean it up once, so we'll see what happens. That was after we had 3 back-to-back cautions to start the race, which took out several people. So that the initial caution, you know, the one with where Colbert spun his tires, took out quite a few people, including his teammate Barrett Morton got some damage from that, and Healy got damage from it, and Kritza, Brackett, Then saw Lucas Lyons and Taylor Peacock. They actually made contact there on the front stretch, I believe, earlier. Oh, we got another one. Fernando looks like he just bumped Peacock. Definitely using the bumper out there tonight. They're not afraid. That's
Definitely trying to make it exciting.
Chrome, hold on, Steve.
Alex, I need you to cheer up.
Peacock's was running really well in that first stage. I don't know if he's running a fuel strategy right now and trying to make it on one stop or what he's doing, but he's fell back several positions now.
Well, Alex, you should know. How many tires did Taylor get?
Looks like he took a 14-second stop, so he should have had 4 tires.
I'm about to say that should be 4 tires.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he was first off of the pit box before anybody else. This is kind of curious.
Yeah, I think he started back at, what, was he P2 on the restart?
He was.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw him up there pretty far, so he's fell back quite a bit. So he might be pursuing a fuel strat tonight to try to run this on one stop, or one tank, rather, because I do believe you can run 70 or 80 laps. I think they could have made it from the stage break to the end of the race if they save tires and don't burn their tires up. So some of these guys will probably end up wanting to come get tires the next 30 or 40 laps. It's like Lucas Lyons pointed down pit road.
Well, look at Cody Verrill now up to that 3rd spot. Made a pass for Bobby Hall. So Cody Verrill up 19 spots now. So basically, he came from almost the rear. He's running 3rd right now. You got Bobby Hall Jr. in that 4th spot. Cody Anderson with the top 5. But Sean Kaiser continues to lead as he started on the pole and running up front right now as 88 laps are in the books, fixing to be 89. As you look at Pay Dubber that get on the binders there, not get the back end of the 24, Sean Kaiser.
Kaiser's looking really good tonight, isn't he? Oh, no, we got Peacock again. Somebody got into Peacock. He's around. Peacock is around.
Your 4th caution of the night for Taylor Peacock.
Let's see what happened there real quick.
Wes Wiggin hits the little rumble strips there, comes in, taps the 81, and around he goes.
Absolutely. Wes sending in there a little hot. Contact with Taylor and put him up on the outside wall.
As you see the leaders coming down pit road, Kaiser, Hubbard, Verrill, Hall, Anderson. How about Fernando staying out there in that 23 truck?
Fernando's having a good run in, what, 6th place right now?
Well, he's going to restart on the... He's going to be your leader.
Oh, is he leading now? Okay.
Coming to the green flag, he will be your leader.
Gotcha.
The only driver to really basically stay out that was on the lead lap, Michael Cole, be given the lucky dog. Look at the 113 of Daniel Worthington. Couple laps down with an instant earlier.
So I'm going back and I'm looking, and it looks like Wiggin either avoided Peacock initially, which is what made him go down to the rumble strips, or maybe slightly contact on entry, and then that's what made him go down and hit the rumble strips, and then he bounced back up and hits the 80, pushes the 81 up into the outside wall. So,
well, excitement going on the racing surface, thrills, spills, and unexpected violence. So support your local dirt track or your local asphalt track, because you know the violence is key, Jason.
Steve, you mean like Bowman Gray this past weekend? Again?
You pick up the whatever you have in hand, Alex. We're close by. Let me tell you, when you fight on the racetrack, it's redneck style.
Yeah, these short tracks definitely bring out the tempers. These guys are going to be pretty heated after this. I've got to go talk to a driver. I'll be right back.
Well, so Mr. Robinson has signed his ticket for the following Thursday or Wednesday night to call the race by himself. I'm like, hallelujah. Definitely, Alex. Yes. Yes. If I agree to your Wednesday, you're going to agree to my Wednesday. Yes.
Steve,
Fair's fair. Fair's fair.
We have 6 weeks of Wednesday dirt stuff
Not my fault.
that I'm running.
You knew when this ended.
Listen here. Dirt's better. There, I said it.
So you'll be here the following Wednesday.
I'll be here that Monday, Tuesday. Oh, wait. Steve. Well, if we're on pace at this point in the amount of laps, Steve, you want to know something worse than that? I work till 10 on Monday.
Alex, you're just saying this all on air so I don't say dirty words to you. Anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Coming back to the green flag. Green flag's up. They pass the restart zone. Alex misses opportunity. And we're back to racing as Fernando Takahashi is your race leader. Bobby Hall sneaking his way into that second spot. Go look under Fernando down the back straightaway.
Heart in the wall. Who was that, Steve?
That was Michael Cole. Coming out of turn number 4 to complete the lap. Bobby Hall Jr. now your race leader. Fernando Takahashi in that second spot there. There is Sean Kaiser. Fernando gonna keep it down there. Oh, a little bump and run from Sean Kaiser there. As the battle's heating up for second and third. Oh, Nelly's Kaiser going to get it loose there. Got it on the rebel strips. Here comes Cody Verrill. Now we're side by side for second down the first straightaway.
So, Steve,
Really, you don't need to say my name no more than that. Anyway, Bobby Hall Jr. leads the way.
Okay, bye.
What's that, Alex?
I'm just intrigued now because, but I don't think you're gonna have to pry that race lead out of Bobby Hall's cold dead hands. I think tonight.
Well, Kaiser's coming down. Once he got around Fernando Takahashi, Fernando's falling back to that 4th spot. Cody Vera also got around him. Cody Anderson rounds out your top 5. There's Ed Osborne and the 76 of Rod Morris Jr. The 99 of Peyton Hubbard. Trying to make his way up to the front there, passing some drivers now. Peyton Hubbard up to 7th. Meanwhile, Sean Kaiser's caught up to that Earl Shop, the Flex Motorsports. As we're on lap number 102, coming out turn number 4. 47 laps to go. Can Bobby Hall Jr. hang on? Hall continues to lead on lap number 104. Sean Kaiser in second. There's Cody Verrill still in that 3rd spot there. Battle for the race lead. Going into turn number 1. Bobby Hall, is he going to shut the door? No, he doesn't. Side by side. Kaiser to the race lead once again down the back straightaway.
I'm just happy that didn't. Oh boy, this could end very badly.
Verrill. Oh, contact between Verrill and Hall.
And again, Steve, there it is. That both of those situations actually could have ended worse than what it was, because I saw it last week. Race leader tried to shut the door on someone like that, and it just usually doesn't end well. And half the reason is because, think, if you're going on that kind of angle coming down the racetrack and you're hitting someone, about 80% of the time, if you're carrying way too much speed still, you're going to hit that wall and you're just going to go around. So lucky enough, Steve, we avoided all that chaos, but now Bobby Hall has a lot of work to do to catch back up to those front two.
Definitely, that is true. He's losing ground to your top two. But look at Cody Farrell. Now in the hip pocket of Sean Kaiser. His 108 laps are now in the books.
Kaiser, Verrill, Hall, Peyton Hubbard's coming, Steve. That 99 machine's going to be fun to watch because,
Gosh,
remember, oh boy. Saw smoke.
I did too.
So there it is. Up front there a little bit more. Coming into the turn, you'll see a car getting spun. There it is.
Ed Osborne getting the back of him. Take another look at it. Osborne just looks like it's in there a little hot and heavy. Gets in the back end of the 23. Anderson, Fernando, Taylor, Brian Terry, and Barrett Morton all down pit road.
I haven't even looked how many tires. I think 4 or 5 sets of tires tonight.
Some of you at home think that Sean Kaiser can get it done tonight. He looks really racy. But how about Cody Verrill? Windy Hollow Raceway, that's cool. I think I knew someone that used to go there.
So they only have 3 sets of tires tonight. Because they have 4, but you minus the one they had on the start. So they have 3 sets of tires tonight.
Yeah. So that means you better use them wisely.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I honestly do not know how I feel about having only 3 sets of tires at Martinsville.
Well,
that's tough.
they're big boys. They can get it done.
Well, again, that or they're going to be running old tires to the end. And Steve, as we found out a few weeks ago, if you burn your tires to 0%, you will get a black flag for it.
Right?
I actually never knew that because I never burned my tires that far down. Bless you.
Thank you.
Sounded like a sneeze. I think you coughed, but it sounded like a sneeze.
The lights are out. We're going to go back to green flag racing. 35 laps to go out.
Pace car. I forget these. The pit lanes confused me here, but there goes the pace car. We will come to the Geico restart zone. Kaiser, barrel, green flag, back out in the air.
And you kind of missed your own opportunity there. Got you sleeping, Alex.
That's what. Apparently, Jason's trying to.
Anyway, we're back to racing. You look at your top 3 there, single filed out. Or actually, your top 4. There you go, back double file racing with Wes Wiggin there, and Rob Morse Jr. side by side. Alex Healy. Oh, Cody Anderson around down the back straightaway. Did you look at the replay? Oh, Nelly, 3 wide, and it don't end up pretty. Coming out turn number 2.
Oh, boy. Steve, this is what happens when you don't have a spotter. Steve's missing the spotter tonight.
Well, Bobby Hall Jr. coming down pit road, Alex. The driver we know, you got to win it to make it in it. Let's see what he chooses, Alex. Right side's going on it. Oh, the rear end got fixed. Now left side's. Instrument damage repaired, Alex. Now he's off. He will restart in the 14th position, I believe. Actually, 15th. With 30 laps to go.
So here... Honestly, Steve, I think Peyton Hubbard, Sean Kaiser are going to be the 2 cars that are the cars to beat. But Cody Verrill in that 2nd spot, up 20 spots, he's going to be tough to get around if you're Peyton Hubbard. But I think Peyton Hubbard, if you look at most of his wins this year, I'm pretty sure that man is a short track specialist. Barrett Morton, Michael Cole, they're down pit road. So lights will go out.
Lights go out and we'll go back to green flag racing on lap number 123.
So let's... Steve also the 46 machines worked his way back up into the top 10.
John Kaiser in 7th.
No, Steve, Sean Kaiser's in first.
Shocker Stritza. My bad.
That left side does not look pretty, but Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. And Steve, you can see from some of these cars, some of these cars are not the prettiest right now.
Definitely not. So right now, Bobby Hall Jeter going to have to make some moves quickly because laps are winding down here at Martinsville. See a lot of 2x2 action going on ahead of him. Meanwhile, Sean Kaiser leading the way with Cody Verrill in 2nd and Peyton Hubbard, your top 3. So come out turn number 2 down the back straightaway here. Oh no! Taylor Peacock.
Oh boy.
Right in front of Bobby Hall Jr.
There comes And Steve, remember that 9 machine. He is not on his own rig tonight.
That's true.
He went to Talladega yesterday, so he has had his friend's house on his rig. So Steve, for never being on that rig before, he did very well avoiding
The wreck.
was a massive wreck.
Yes, he did. Take a look at your instant replay. Coming out turn number 2. Oh, he looked like came down on the 80. Oh, Nelly.
Steve, I don't think I've ever seen... I've seen trucks go in the air and flip and stuff. I don't think I've ever seen a truck in the air at a short track before.
Take a look at different angles. Taylor Peacock. Bobby Hall with some more damage to the front end of that truck. He's going to elect to stay out. Currently running in 12th.
So, more damage to Bobby Hall Jr.
So 24 laps to go out.
Michael Cole, Drew Prohl, those two cars are back down pit roads. Those two cars trying to get some more damage fixed, and if those two cars were involved in that wreck, they might have a little bit more damage to get fixed than they think. As Michael Cole is out, Drew Prohl is still not out on the track. So Drew Prohl is going to go a lap down here, Steve.
Yep, it will go a lap down. Well,
at this point, I think he's like, because with Ed Osborne being 2 laps down, Daniel Worthington being 3 laps down, if there's another caution, Drew Prohl will be the lucky dog here, Steve. So maybe Drew Prohl has something up his sleeve of what he's planning on doing here.
definitely lights do go out. We'll go back to green flag racing. And the interesting thing, Sunday night, I got to talk to BJ on the phone. He wanted me to make sure to tell everybody he says hi. And he hopes to be back soon. Maybe late July, Alex. Everything goes all right.
That's good, Steve. That's what we're hoping.
Green flag is back out. We're back to racing here. Sean Kaiser now looking at Peyton Hubbard, looking to the inside of Cody Verrill on turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Verrill's going to clear Peyton Hubbard. Hubbard in that 3rd spot. Then you have Wes Wiggin in the 88 machine, and Sean Kostritza was in 5th momentarily, but Alex Healy working the top. Kostritza back down underneath him as they come out turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Sean Kostritza trying to get a top 5 here tonight. Fernando all the way to the inside walls ahead into turn number 3. Bobby Hall.
Steve, I don't know if that's a good idea to keep doing for Fernando Takahashi, because that's a pucker up moment, to be honest there. Especially think for Alan Duranco in front of him. Alan Duranco sees Fernando Takahashi coming in that heavy and that quick to the inside, Steve. You know that has to be a pucker up moment, because you don't know if he's going to drift up that track and make some contact with you.
So who does Cody Verrill drive for, Alex?
That is a good question. But I'm going to find out. I think he's teammates with Brian Terry.
Well, if you want your first win of the season and you're doing good tonight, does the Chrome Horn come fit? If you're running in second and you're not running for the championship.
I would say yes, but it depends if he wants that butt kicker.
Well, I say go for it.
I mean, I'm in that same boat, Steve. You've witnessed me drive. I'm not the best driver, so it's like when I can get a win, I'm going to go for the win, and that's where I think he is. And Steve, he still has a slight chance for that butt kicker, so that Chrome Horn might come into play tonight.
I mean, we're coming down to the championship 4 next week, so we'll just have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Cody Verrill's all over that hip pocket, and Peyton Hubbard's knocking on his back door. Peyton Hubbard down to the inside as they head into the turn. Does Cody Verrill shut the door? Peyton Hubbard going to throw it in there. He's going to dig it deep and try to sell it cheap.
Here, Verrill won't shut the door on this one either. Oh, boy. So there's actually a little bit of touching. There it goes. I think he tried to shut the door just a hair late. And Steve, remember we talked about that a little bit earlier when Bobby Hall Jr. tried to do the same thing, but he did not go around. And remember I said it, if you do that 80% of the time, if not more, you're gonna go around, and that might have just sold Cody Verrill. He just got, that might not even put a chance in the top 10 now.
Well, look at Wes Wiggin in the top 3.
And now, Steve, with that caution, Drew Prohl's going to get his lap back as well.
Well, how about that?
So, Steve, he might have had a plan when he did that. Kostritza, Colbert, they're down pit road.
Uh-huh.
So I'm intrigued to see if they're taking... Oh.
Well, Rob Morse Jr. coming down pit road. He was the 6th.
So they're going to take... so Kostritza takes tires. Looks like Colbert's going to get some damage fixed. Drew Prohl now, got his lucky dog. Now he's going to hit pit road again, try and get some more damage fixed again. Ron Morris Jr., like you said, is in pit road. So let's see. Ron Morris Jr., does he have damage? He's at a 10-second pit stop. Another car. Nope. Just went a little low there on there. So, yes, Ron Morris Jr. taking tires. He is coming back out. Jonah Colbert is a lap down now, and he is going to take the Drew Prohl effect here, as Prohl is, quick stop for Drew Prohl, as I think he took tires, if he has tires left, for that 80 machine. So, Steve, maybe there is some strategies that we just, especially, there's strategies for the front few guys. There might be strategies for some of these guys in the back here that are playing dividends very quickly.
Definitely. Kaiser, Hubbard, Wiggin, Healy, Duranko, your top 5. And then you got Takahashi, Terry, Anderson, Cole, and Hall round out your top 10. Cody Verrill restart in the 12th position. Lights go out, Alex. We're fixing to go back to your favorite time of the night as we go back to green flag racing on lap number 7. 7 laps of hell left for these drivers.
Steve, they confused me a bit there. It's kind of, at first it looked like they were doing a choose cone, and I'm like, I don't think we do choose cone here. I also thought we didn't do choose cone in dirt racing. Then I watched High Limit and thought otherwise, but race car is in. And here we go. Steve, is this going to be the final Geico restart zone of the night? We'll find out. Green flag is out.
Oh, Oh, Nelly, we got caution already.
That answers my question.
West Wigan. Oh, and look at Brian Terry, nowhere to go.
And what car was that actually came to a complete stop there?
The 46 is Sean Kostritza till he stopped.
I mean, yes, he might have burned up some tire wear off his truck, but I mean, it's better than damages. Look at Steve, that angle showed it perfectly.
Definitely it did.
Came in just the nose, and it was frozen still.
Well, Alex, I almost guarantee it, it's going to be another favorite time of night for you.
Steve, it's terrifying. We've ran 2 races at Bridgeport this year.
Mm-hmm.
We've had green-white checkers at least once at Bridgeport this year.
Wow.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah.
He did not hold on to the new track record. But do you remember Felix Waugh from Canada that ran with us?
Felix Waugh?
Felix Roy, we call him.
yeah.
Actually, Felix Waugh.
Okay.
I met him this Sunday at Bridgeport. He's made his Super Dirt Car debut. He's running full-time with them this year.
Oh, cool.
But Steve,
Uh-huh.
for a kid that never touched the track, never ran with the big boys until that, never ran Super Dirt Car points-wise till Sunday night, and goes out like in the same time trial group as Matt Shepard and them.
Uh-huh.
Steve, he quick times over Max McLaughlin, set the track record for a little bit there until quick time actually beat him, but he goes second quick in his group there for a first timer, especially after driving 6 hours down to Bridgeport. iRacing drivers are making a name for themselves actually, as he's doing that. We had, let's be honest, the Devin Morgan, the legendary Devin Morgan. He won at Charlotte last year. These iRacers are doing some stuff, Steve.
Definitely they are. And when we go back to green flag racing, Alex, green, white, checkered.
Lovely.
Lights are out.
On.
Green, white, checkered, and Alex will bring us back to the green as the drivers are racked and stacked. We're going to try it one more time.
Lord, sweet baby Jesus, make this the last one. We're going to come to the Geico restart zone after this pace car comes off the track. And then just let us take the white flag.
Hashtag blame Alex. That's correct, Lisa.
Absolutely. It's that time of the night. My favorite time of the night. 2 times the charm. Green, white, checkered. Geico restart zone all at once. Green flag is out. Kaiser, Hubbard, Healy, and Alan Duranco. Fernando Takahashi. Steve, it'd be fun to talk to Fernando here tonight.
Definitely look at Peyton Hubbard having the company with Alex Healy. He's going to actually get him down the back straightaway clear. Alex Healy. Healy goes a little wide there coming out turn number 4. Alan Duranco got in the binders, and here comes Fernando Takahashi. White flags in the air. Alex, bring us home.
Kaiser, Hubbard. Both cars are locked in here, Steve, so I don't see any chaos. And there's chaos in the back, but it won't matter. Sean Kaiser, he is going to win. So Kaiser wins, Hubbard second, Duranco in third. As problems for Fernando Takahashi there, so Cody Anderson comes home in 4th, Ron Morris Jr. in 5th, Barrett Morton, Fernando Takahashi in 7th, Alex Healy, who was one of those cars there that had to save it. He's going to drop to 8th, Cody Verrill, Michael Cole, your top 10.
And then 11th night was Drew Perot. Sean Kostritza in 12th. 13th is Bobby Hall Jr. 14th is Brian Terry. 15th is Daniel Worthington. 16th is Wes Wiggin. 17th, Jonah Colbert. 18th, Ed Osborne. 19th is Taylor Peacock. 20th be Lucas Lyons. David Brackett, and rounds out your field. So we know your top 3 in the point standings. Alex Healy comes home at 8th. Was that enough for him to bypass Barrett Morton? Because Barrett Morton came home in no, he finished behind Barrett Morton. So Barrett Morton's in. So your top 4 going to the championship 4 look like this: Joe DeCobert, Peyton Hubbard, Sean Kaiser, and Barrett Morton. Going to the championship 4 next week at Phoenix. As the drivers celebrate on the racing surface.
Steve, remember how I asked last week if we're going to see a team burnout?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Kind of hope so.
Well,
I don't
there's
think so.
there's your race winner, the 24, Sean Kaiser. Peyton Hubbard in second, Alan Duranco, your top 3. We're at post-race interviews momentarily. Alex will be right back. Well, wasted no time. Alex, you caught up with a race winner.
Coming home with the win, Sean Kaiser. One, you locked into the to the final 4 after stage break, but now you made it an exclamation point, and to put a cap into that final 4 here going into Phoenix next week, you're carrying much needed momentum there, because remember, momentum and a win always helps going into that final race of the season. How do you feel, A, for the win here tonight, but B, going into that final 4?
Oh, it's just awesome, and you know this momentum has been carrying through the whole entire playoffs with our team in general. We got 3 JC Motorsports cars, me, Barrett, and Jonah in there. Unfortunately, Lucas had some issues, but he ran well all season as well. I mean, our team, like I say, every week this has been clicking off. We have good practices together. We're getting solid finishes. We're finishing in the top 5. And it shows when you got 3 good cars on this team that all made it into the final 4. And once we get the next week, it's no holds barred. I mean, we're going to be fighting each other just as hard as ever. And, but it feels good, especially getting this last win. I know my teammates had some issues, some other people have some issues, but racing's part luck too and part skill. So take it any day of the week. It was a hard fought race, and Hubbard almost had me there at the end, but I was able to come out with it.
And like you said, next week, friendships, team, that all goes out the window. Everyone wants a chance at the championship. And talk about the 2 guys here that have been on a roll pretty much all season with you. That is Peyton Hubbard, Jonah Colbert. Those 2 cars, just like you, I feel like, especially those 2 that have been on a dominant stretch, for Pete's sakes, 10 wins combined with the 2 of them, they're pretty much the men to beat here going into Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be tough to beat. They definitely have been the ones to beat all year. I feel like I've come on pretty strong, especially, I got my first win of the season in the playoffs. So I think I got 3 wins, and I don't know. I think they got a couple. I don't know anyone's got 3 wins in the playoffs, but I'd have to check. But it's definitely great momentum for myself. They're going to be the ones to beat. We know they're going to be strong every week. But I'm not gonna count out anyone. I mean, Barrett Morton he's clicking off top fives almost every week. He had some bad luck this race, but Barrett Morton is strong and he can sneak through and steal it from all three of us and come out on top. So just gotta stay on your toes, be consistent, be smooth, and be fast, and a little bit of luck, and you'll come out on top next week.
And like you said, 3 playoff wins here. Regular season, once that playoff format starts, regular season means nothing. It all matters playoff-wise. You keep winning, you keep racking up wins, and that's the reason you're going into the championship, and you can't do that without great teammates, great sponsors backing you throughout this season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just want to thank JC Graphics, once again, JC Motorsports. I got Wax Marina on the back of the car. And, you guys for putting this on. It's been a fun season. You guys for doing the broadcast. Jason for putting it on, and it's definitely been fun to be a part of, and it's definitely fun when you're doing this well, and definitely even more fun when you're a part of a team that supports you and all make each other better.
Well, that is your winner, the 24 of Sean Kaiser. Steve, you're catching up with our second place finisher.
Well, first off, Peyton, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. But considering that all to the side, go into Phoenix next week against 3 teammates. Your teammate won the championship last season. What do you got to do to win the championship this season?
I don't know. I mean, it's a first for me, so we're gonna go in with, hopefully have the best strategy. I know that I like Phoenix as a track. I was able to qualify on pole there last season, at the end of the season. And like you said, with Keith going on to win it and to win the championship. So just going to kind of repeat what we did last season. And, now with, me being learning and, driving this truck so much, I know a lot more than I did last season, especially coming back here after last season. It was 10 times better. So I'm just hoping for, to let the improvement show, and hopefully we can come out with a championship.
Definitely. So tonight, cautions, play cautions in the first part. Then we have a long green flag stint. Then we go to a green-white checkered. Did you think you had anything for Sean Kaiser?
I mean, he was pacing really good. Like in the first stage, I felt like I had a little more pace, but I was also pushing a little more than he was. He knew what he was doing. I mean, he just had to run his lines, and there was not much I could do. I got close a couple times, and then in the middle when I got shuffled back, I think to almost to the outside the top 10, and had to come back through. It was tough, but he ran a hell of a race. Running like he did, and I thought that if I could get close enough at the end, I could maybe give him a little bit of a bump, but it also kind of scared me because, the words we don't say, connection issues. I was just scared that if I gave him a little bit of a bump, it would spin him, and I'd rather just kind of, get around him another way rather than take him out for it.
Definitely. Well, go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Hey, man. Next Level Racing, all the guys there, with Keith and all them, especially all the stuff I've learned this season is really a lot of it's come from him, and just kind of carried it through the season, and my improvement showed that way. So thanks to those guys, all the guys at Honda Winston-Salem, that's all that workplace there, and to my amazing girlfriend that actually sat through and watched this one tonight. I know she can't watch all of them, but she was able to actually watch this one from start to finish. So shout out to her for supporting that, and thank you guys.
You're welcome. Peyton Hubbard coming home in second place. Well, Alex caught up with our third place finisher, Alan Duranco.
And Alan, not in the championship 4, but a really good way to go into that final race of the season. A podium finish here tonight, going into Phoenix here. And, the ups and downs of the season have come and gone here, but how's it feel to get a podium so late in this race season?
Oh, it always feels good to get a podium. Absolutely. Yeah. And especially after having such a rough season, at least in the beginning, we're closing it out really strong.
And now what's the game plan for Phoenix here? You never want to cost someone a championship, but at the same point, everyone wants to end the season on the right note for the win. So what's the plan going into this final weekend? Just try and gain some more momentum for next season, or just run some laps?
Oh, I every race I go into, I'm always going to go in with the mindset of trying to win. I actually particularly really enjoy Phoenix. Pretty decent there. So, yeah, looking forward to giving it all I got. Yep, like you said, carry that momentum.
And through all these weeks, there's always great teammates, there's always great sponsors, there's always all those great supporters on that 4 machine. Take some time here. Thank them all for helping you out throughout this whole season.
Yeah, I'd like to first and foremost thanks Bluegrass, UDTV. You guys put on a great show, great league to be a part of. Have had a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Flex Motorsports, Elevated Esports, Artfly, Third Coast Graphics, Hall Racing, Earl Shop, W3 Motorsports. I think there might even be some that I'm forgetting. If I am, I apologize. But yeah, it's always fun to get out here and or get on the sim. And yeah, look forward to next week.
Well, that is your 3rd place finisher of Alan Duranco. Steve, just one more race for the Truck Series. That is Phoenix next Monday night.
Definitely it is. Next Monday night, we will crown a champion here with the Bluegrass Truck Series. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we're going to be here with the Xfinity Series to find out who their Final Four is. And then Wednesday night looks like now be all by my lonesome to find out the Final Four for the Cup Series. And next week, Championship Week in Phoenix. And Alex, I'm going to have all the Dirt Pro drivers actually come and announce with me Wednesday night.
Oh?
I said invites, and every one of them that I said invite to is accepted.
Oh?
Yes. So it's going to be a crowd in the stands or the announcer's booth next Wednesday.
Steve, just don't get me yelled at work because I'm going to have an earbud and I'm going to be listening to this. Just don't get me fired at work.
I'm just playing, Alex. You know I love you. I wouldn't do nothing like that to you.
Give and take. I mean, some of these guys do talk junk, and I kind of want to hear what they got to say when you put them behind a mic in a booth.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, tomorrow night, we'll get to see the stars and the cars of the Xfinity Series. Until then, we're going to say good night and God bless.